station. And this year, you can find a wonderful event back in person. I'm talking about the Tim Tebow Foundation's Night to Shine, and it takes place all around the world. And it is so exciting that it's going to be at least 2 of them happening right here in Mississippi coming up mid-February. Joining us today to tell a little bit more about what's going on is Jim and Michelle. Hey, y'all.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's good to have you both. Now, if I am correct, you guys are in North Mississippi, so give us a weather update. Is it chilly where you're at?
We are about 5 miles from the ice line, so just between here and Cleveland. I'm in Greenwood, is where it all begins. So right now we're just getting a little cold rain.
Michelle, where are you?
We're in about 18 miles from Tupelo. It's about 33 degrees here, and it is raining right now, but the roads are all good.
The roads are all good. Well, that's good. We'll all be gone by February the 10th. We hope and pray for you guys to have this event back in person. Michelle, I know you've been putting on these events for quite some time. How did you get connected with the Night to Shine?
Honestly, there was something on Facebook from the Tim Tebow Foundation, and we applied. It said if you're interested in hosting, being a host church for Night to Shine, apply. So we filled the application out thinking, we wouldn't get this. And then within a couple of weeks, we were notified that we would be hosting.
Well, that's cool. How many years have y'all been doing it there in Tupelo?
In New Albany, this will be 9 years.
9 years. Okay, Jim, I know you in Greenwood at North Greenwood Baptist Church. When did you guys get connected with the Night to Shine?
Well, this is our first event. We attempted this 3 years ago before COVID hit, and then the event was moved to an outside drive-through, and the interest in our community just dropped. So Michelle has been my coach along this thing the whole time. We met a couple of years ago with a group in town attempting to pull this off, and then when everything was moved outdoors, it just all got put on the back burner. But once Tim announced back last summer that everything was ready to go come February 10th, inside prom, inside dance, inside banquet, we were back on board, and our community has really caught fire about it. We're real excited for it.
Michelle, how do you explain a Night to Shine to people who may have never heard it before but may just know the name Tim Tebow?
Night to Shine is an unforgettable prom night that is sponsored by the Tim Tebow Foundation. It is for anyone with special needs, ages 14 and up. And his vision was for these special people to feel loved and valued, and to also know that they are loved by God.
And then they get the opportunity to get dressed up and have a good party and just be, I guess the center of attention and have a lot of fun for one night. I can't think of anything better than that. You obviously have enjoyed it to have done it for 9 years. What does the community feel about Night to Shine there in New Albany?
Our community gets on board and rallies around us, and we also have volunteers that come from all over that have volunteered every single year. It is just an amazing event. I had someone ask me recently, why do you do this? It's a lot of work. Why do you do this? And I said, if you could be at the event and see the very first person that comes in the door light up and just have a wonderful time, everyone would be jumping on board, available, and helping to host and helping to volunteer. It is just an amazing night for them that they never forget. I have a student here in my special needs ministry that's all he talks about 365 days of the year.
Oh, I love that. Jim, it is a lot of work to put on any kind of event, much less a prom there at church. I can't even imagine. What was it about it, or I guess seeing the gap in your community for events for people with special needs, for you to say, look, we can take this on, we can do this?
I think the Lord just put it on my heart, and then I found Michelle, who coached us, like I said. And then I have a little inside. We have some family connection with Tim, but when I put the word out here, just really on Facebook, hey, anybody interested, know about, or care about, or aware of the special needs in the Greenwood area, we soon found out that even just in the public school system, in the Greenwood-LaFleur public school system, there were over 140 children noted as special needs. But as it stands right now with our event, we're drawing, it looks like, from 6 counties. We were going to cut off our our number at 75, being our first year. We're now at 97 for our guests. And so, but over 240 people have come on board as volunteers, and those are just 18 years of age and older. We have a lot of other ones that are going to be helping us in some other areas. And we have a great facility for it. Michelle came down here a couple of years ago and walked through it with us, met with our first group, really encouraged us to consider pushing forward, and that's how it all came about.
And so it's going to be a great night, man. You got 9 days and counting before you have the first night to shine there in Greenwood. And then, Michelle, so explain it worldwide, because I was learning a little bit about it, and I think there's like 721 host churches across all 50 states, 34 countries. 2 of those churches are here in Mississippi. Does it all over the world happen on the same night on like February the 10th?
It does now in a different country. Their February the 10th may be the day before ours or after hours, but yes, it all in the United States happens at the same time. And of course, foreign countries are on that same day, but it may not be at the exact same time.
Yeah, I wish I could remember her name, Michelle, but there is a dress company there in Tupelo. I know it's not far from New Albany, who we've had here on Good Things, who collects, I guess, prom dresses, bridesmaids dresses, and I know one of her beneficiaries is you guys for the Tim Tebow Night to Shine. How many community partners come together to help you make this? Would this be the 10th year or the 9th year for you guys?
This is the 9th year for us. Oh my, we have so many people that come together. Memory does have the dresses, and we did have a prom closet where we could let them come and say yes to the dress. But with the need to extend our closet space for Night to Shine, we had to get rid of that. So we gave her all of our dresses, and so she's really good to help anyone that needs it. But we probably have companies, corporations, and people that come together. We probably have close to 75.
That is Memory's Magical Dresses. Yes, I love that. And I love how these stories all come together and so many good people doing good things in their own communities, and then they get to overlap. I think that's really cool. There's got to be more churches listening to Good Things today, Michelle or Jim, who says, man, we could do that in our area. You've got New Albany, you've got Greenwood, we've got the rest of the state. What did it take for you to do the application, or why do you think your 2 churches were chosen by the foundation?
Well, I know that Michelle knows that, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's 5 in the state this year.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, and so, but what's interesting to me, every time I talk it up or somebody sees it from another church, say on my Facebook page, they're asking me, well, how can we do that next year? And Michelle knows this too, but I mean, that's how it happens. It just happens by word of mouth, and it happens by interest. I mean, we don't realize, but the figure I was given the other day was 15% of the adult or the population of our country is special needs. So the opportunity would be huge. It's just a matter of somebody seeing it, getting it as a dream, getting it as a burden, and deciding to make it happen. Make application to timtebowfoundation.org, and next thing you know, you're in store to create one for your own community.
And Michelle, going back to what you said, you know, 9 years of doing this, you have one of your participants who it's the best night that he looks forward to, you know, every year. If you think, oh, there's so many things that we could do for the special needs population, why a dance? But why not a dance, right? Why not one night, as Tim would say, to shine?
Right. And that's exactly what they do. They get to shine. These individuals are told no most of their lives, everywhere they go. And this is one night that's special for them that they're not told no.
They're not.
And they can have fun, they can dance, they can, you know, be themselves and just be loved on.
This would be one prom I wouldn't mind chaperoning. That would be.
We would love to have you, so you can join us next year as a volunteer.
I don't know about other proms, but this one sounds like a good time. Jim, I know y'all have got your hands full and counting down. You mentioned 90-something folks. Congratulations on, you know, not stopping it, or kudos to not stopping it at 75. Do you feel like this will just keep growing for you guys in Greenwood?
Well, it will, but now Michelle has 200 guests coming to hers, but now we set as a target of 75, and then people started getting the word out, and then folks got on the waiting list, and our burdens just grew. We just put out, hey, we need some more buddies, and now we have like 111 buddies, so we're actually willing to take 3 more guests, but 100 is where we have to cut it off because we have food prep and planning that have to be done. So I suspect think by next year it'll be potentially twice this size.
Well, we just got a message, Dan, in Hattiesburg, that they have Night to Shine at Temple Baptist there as well. So I am so encouraged this is going on all over our state and that it's back in person and these individuals get to enjoy a night of fancy fare and good food and great music and lots of smiles. So thank you both for your time.
Thank you for having us, Rebecca.
All right.
Thank you.
How cool is that? All right, y'all stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.